Hi Tarot Tribe, it's Ethany and welcome to part 4 of my Tarot for Beginners series. Today I'm going to be sharing my top tarot book recommendations for beginner students and tarot readers. Books and tarot and maybe a cup of tea. There is pretty much nothing better to most of us who read the cards. So I want to go through the list of books that I would recommend to people who are just starting their journey or want some really good resource books for their tarot learning. So if you missed the first 3 parts of the series, you can find them on my YouTube channel, or you can go over to the transcription of this video over at ethany.com and you'll find the links to part 1, 2 and 3. Before I begin, as with everything I share, simply take what resonates with you and leave the rest. For this blog post and video, I am reviewing and recommending books that are focused on the Rider-Waite-Smith system. I have a lot of books. I have so many books. And I do have a number of tarot books that are on different tarot systems and different subjects. But I have chosen these books as it wraps in with the rest of the series, which is based around the Rider-Waite-Smith series system of tarot. Please also keep in mind that this is not a rating system. So like these are just all books that I think are great. I haven't put one at number 1 because I think it's better than the one at number 6. It is just a list. This is not also going to be a list of books that are the be-all and end-all for tarot beginner books. These are just some books for you to consider, maybe ones that you've never heard of before, and the reasons why I think that they are really great for beginners' libraries. I could actually recommend an entire library, but that can be overwhelming and also really expensive. Many of us read a number of tarot books while we're learning the art of reading the cards, and we also continue to grow our library over the years. That is something that we are constantly looking at adding to our toolkit. So with all that said, let's go through my list now. The first one is The Pictorial Key to the Tarot by Arthur Edward Waite. Now, I believe that this is a really good place to start. You can actually even get this book in digital format as well. It's an old book. It was published in the 1900s, 1910, I believe. And so many books are written because of this book. It may be a little bit dry. The language is not really snazzy, but it was written by the dude who had the famous Rider-Waite-Smith deck made, so I believe it is worth a read. It's also printed in quite a small package, so you can read it pretty quickly as well. The second book is The New Tarot Handbook by Rachel Pollack. I love the way that this book is set out. The bulk of the book is dedicated to card descriptions with a section on the back around readings. Each card has some information about the card, themes and all that kind of stuff, and then it's got divinatory meanings. What I love also about the addition to this is there's a spread for each one of the suits, and there is also a spread for each one of the major arcana as well, which is great. It's a really nice way to get to know the energy of the cards and work with those in a deep way. Not only is it a really fun, great book, but it's written by a tarot legend, and I love it. I've read it more than once. It's got underlines and all sorts of fun stuff in my copy. Yes, I'm a barbarian, but I would highly recommend The New Tarot Handbook by Rachel Pollack. Okay, the next book I'm going to offer up for you is Learning the Tarot by Joan Bunning. This is a fantastic resource. There are a lot of exercises in this book, as well as information about each card. You know, there is a ton of lessons and exercises at the beginning of the book. And then we go into more of the traditional sort of card description. We have opposing possibilities. We have reinforcing cards in regards to different combinations for each one as well, which can be really helpful. This is, you know, there's online. You can get a lot of this information online for free as well. She has her website. It is an excellent book, and it is one that you can tell a lot of people reference when they're writing about the tarot. And it also breaks down at the back the Celtic Cross, which is quite a traditional spread. It's not something that I really love working with, as if many of you know, the Celtic Cross is not my favorite, but it's a really great sort of exploration of how it's broken down. Well and truly worth the money, and I love this book. It has got a nice place on my bookshelf. Okay, another Rachel Pollack book, 78 Degrees of Wisdom. If you had a room full of tarot readers, tarot teachers, and tarot authors, and you said, you know, give me 3 books that you would recommend for me to read about tarot, this title is going to come up quite a lot in that conversation. It is a meaty read. It is a deeper read. It goes into some really beautiful esoteric, mythical journeys on the card. It goes into types of readings. I mean, this is really just a brilliant book. I just, again, like, we've got this one here, which is the new tarot handbook. So this is like a really good step 1, and then step 2 to kind of going deeper into it. I just think it is perfection. I think those books are fantastic. It is a classic, and there is a reason why a lot of people are going to recommend this to you. So definitely get it and read it if you haven't got it on your list. The next one should be no surprise, for it is considered to be a modern classic, and there is a good reason for it. It is Holistic Tarot by the one and only Benebell Wen. Benebell is an intelligent author. She's an amazing woman who also gives a ton of free content on her website. And this book, not only could you kill someone with it if you threw it at them hard enough, it is worth way more than you're going to pay for it at your bookstore or wherever you choose to get it. It is quality, and it is, holy cow, quantity. You could spend a lifetime just studying this sucker, that is for sure. It was 5 years in the making, I believe, when she wrote it, and it is just superb. Brilliant. And there's a whole bunch of educational extras. If you go to her website, you can get a ton of study guides and all that kind of stuff. I mean, look at this thing. It is massive. You could delve into this for weeks or months at a time. It is balls amazing. That's my another one. My number 6 on my list, and again, it's not a rating system, is the Tarot Coloring Book by the tarot lady Teresa Reed. I have mentioned this book before in another video. Teresa knows her stuff. She really knows her stuff. She has a very successful tarot business, has been running it for years. She is a total badass. It's not just a coloring book. I mean, I've done painting and some dodgy coloring in mine, but there is some really good information about the tarot at the beginning as well. It's straightforward. It's easy to digest. It's easy to remember. But where this book really shines is allowing you to get to know the symbols of the deck and how and why they're there, and how it can impact your reading is super stellar. The large format allows you to really get to know the cards, and you can pop additional notes in there as well, and add things. And thank the gods for the spiral binding, because you can lay it flat as you work with it. It is a pretty amazing book, and I highly recommend it to beginners. And number 7 is the Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Sanova. It is so much fun. This is like sitting with a sassy girlfriend, which is totally up my alley, talking about the tarot. It's modern, it's fun, it's got a lot of really good information in it that is, again, easy to digest. It's super conversational, and it's really entertaining. So there is, like many of these books that I've given, actually I think all of them, there is information on every card of the deck in the book. But I just really love some of the commentary on it, because it's highly entertaining, but it gets you to look at the tarot from a really modern perspective and a way that it works in the modern world now. So yeah, I really think it's a warm, fun book, and it gives you some really good elements to look at for when you're becoming a reader too. And that's one of the great things about all the books here. Not only does it give you information about each one of the cards, and if you're having trouble remembering the meaning of the cards, it's great to read different perspectives, and because the more you read, the more you are familiar with the literature around the cards and the meaning of the cards, the more it's going to sink in. So not only is it great to go over that a number of times, each one of these authors is going to give you different things to think about. Do you want to include things into your reading? So how are you going to deal with difficult clients? What kind of environment do you want to set up? All that kind of stuff. So it's definitely worth looking at different perspectives. Now, I know that that's only 7 books. Like I said, I could go on and on and on and show you through my entire collection, but we would be here all year. But these are my books that I believe that will give you, any one of them will give you a great place to start. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would love to hear from you. What was the first tarot book that you read, or what book do you feel is calling you to read it today? What books would you recommend to a beginner? I would love to hear in the comments below, and I will see you for the next installment of Tarot for Beginners in part 5 soon.